Welcome to Stache Sports episode 49. Yesterday I made a mistake and said that the USA was playing Belgium in hockey. They play hockey yesterday and they won. We'll get to that later on in the video. But they were playing Denmark. So I apologize for calling them Denmark, Belgium. I called plenty of times yesterday. The USA played Denmark yesterday. And the USA played today at 3-10 against Germany in the last game of Group Stage C. We were looking to get the first round bye. I don't know how that works because it's always every team. Some Canada's in there too, so I don't know how the bye game works. But the USA is looking to continue to winning ways in Group Stage C as they play Germany today at 3:10. You can catch that game on the USA Network if you have local cable or Peacock, but it's at 3:10 p.m. Eastern Time. But the Olympics were pretty good yesterday. The USA team looked a little slow the USA men's looked a little slow yesterday going into the game with Denmark, but Denmark does have 6 NHL players, and Denmark was not a team to be messed with. There was a decent goal, the first goal. The second goal, I think Swayman just lost that goal for the second goal, but Denmark scored. And they're up 2-1 going at the end of the first period. But then the USA came out strong and had 3 goals in the second period. The USA came out strong and had 3 goals in the second period. But that's good. They won 6-3. We had 3 goals in the second period, but no way, Denmark wasn't done yet. Denmark got a goal near the end of the game, even though the USA had all the momentum to make it a 1-goal game. Jake Gensel had a goal. Bodley had a goal in the first period, making it 2-1. And then in the second period, Brady Tkachuk opened the scoring. Then it was Jack Eichel, and then it was Nathan Haffen, making it 3-4 at the end of the second period for the United States, only up by 1 goal. And then Jake Gensel and Jack Hughes had 2 goals into the net in the third period, making the USA win 6-3. They looked a little slow, but they got off to a hard start after the first 2 periods. And Denmark looked like a pretty good team. Let's hope the USA can do good today against Germany. They probably put Connor Hellebuck back in, who's the Winnipeg Jets goaltender, back in the net today, since they have a double back-to-back. Or they might put in Jake Otter from the Dallas Stars. I don't think Jeremy Swayman will be playing today since he played yesterday. And most of the time in hockey, if you have a back-to-back, they switch to the backup goaltender or the goaltender versus the starter. In this case, but I don't know since it's Olympics if they probably do the same. So I'm guessing it's going to be Connor Hellebuck in net tonight. But let's hope the USA can win. Germany is 1-1 so far, and they lost to Latvia yesterday, who the USA beat on the opening day 4-3. But we'll see what happens to that. And men's giant slalom yesterday, Brazil got gold, Switzerland got bronze, and then silver and bronze. And women's biathlon, Norway, France, and France. Cross country skiing, that was really interesting yesterday, watching that. That was a pretty good race, the cross country skiing. Norway, Sweden, and Finland, as who came in first, second, and third. Freestyle skating was pretty good too. The United States sailing calf and women's mongoose came in second for free figure skating yesterday. Not yesterday. Like I said, the USA plays today out 3-10 against them. Today, the team that everybody thinks is going to win the gold medal, Team Canada, played Switzerland, and they smashed them. They won 10-2. We can go to the box score of that and talk about that game. A lot of people think the USA and Canada might meet in a gold medal game. I'm one of them. But Canada is looking really strong right now. That's why I know Canada had a lot of the good NHL players, like my brother Kyle was saying yesterday. But the USA is not too scrappy and has a whole bunch of NHL stars now, but they allow the NHL stars back. I think the USA has a good shot, but they need to start scoring more goals because Canada is really hot right now and they have superstars. They have probably two of the best centers in all hockey, Connor McDavid and Sidney Crosby, and a whole bunch of other superstars. Today, Tom Wilson scored, but Tom Wilson scored. Tal scored. Mark Stone scored. Bakar scored. This young rookie guy from the San Jose Sharks for Team Canada is looking really good. He's been scoring in all the games so far. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with and a player that the United States or anybody needs to guard. Crosby had another goal. Connor McDavid had a goal. And the other Sharks player had 2 goals. He's looking really good for the Team Canada. Team Canada's 3-0 and hasn't lost a game. It's looking really hot. Let's hope the USA can put a smack down on Germany today, even though I like Germany. But let's hope. Also, there was a scary accident the other night at one of the hockey games where one of the current NHL players broke his leg and will be out for the rest of the year. The forward for Team Switzerland, Kevin Fala, who plays for the San Jose Sharks, I believe, LA Kings, one of those teams, got hurt against Canada, and Tom Wilson got tangled up with Tom Wilson and ended up breaking his leg. That sucks for him, Hope he has a speedy recovery. It sucks that happened in the Winter Olympics, and he will be out for the rest of the half of the year, or even in the playoffs if his team makes the playoffs. But hope he has a speedy recovery. That sucks for him. Also, during the Winter Olympics, a couple people got engaged to get married. That's nice. And yesterday, a couple days ago, between Canada and Sweden, I'm pretty sure, and curling, they had a big scuffle and a big argument because Canada, or one of them, thought somebody was cheating. But that's a little cheating scandal. I'm not trying to support cheating at all. I'm just trying to bring you this news and interesting gossip that I hear from the Winter Olympics and this sports channel, and not talk about the halftime show, the Super Bowl halftime show, so you can know about current sports and current news and sports. I'm not going to condone cheating, but hopefully they got that figured out. Hopefully they got that figured out and they don't cheat again. But we'll see what happens to that. Right now, the medal tracker. Norway still in first with 24. United States has 17 in third. And Italy has 22, the home country, in second. The USA needs to start getting more gold medals to start getting towards the top. We're number 3, but we want them to be number 1 since we're Team USA everywhere. But we'll see what happens to that. Tomorrow we'll talk about the USA game. Today, since this is going to be airing before, I'm going to give you the people who I think is going to score. I think Jake Gensel gets another one. I think Brock Nelson might get a goal today. I think Brady Tkachuk or Matthew Tkachuk gets another goal today. Or they both get a goal. We'll see. It's a good game. I hope the United States wins and continues their winning ways. I'll be watching the game, rooting on the United States, my home country. Now to the golf. It's Sunday, and today's the last day of the PGA Tour in Pebble Beach. Pebble Beach! Right now, it hasn't started, but the same guy is still prep, and there's 3 Americans at top. Scotty Scheffler is tied for 5th. Scotty Scheffler needs to win it because I want Scotty Scheffler to win. Colin is tied for 3rd. He's an American. Jake Knapp, he's tied for 3rd. Jacob Bridgman is tied for second, and then another American's in first place. If you're enjoying the golf, enjoy the golf. But we'll see. Now we're gonna go to college basketball. They're playing basketball. Without the basketball. Basketball is my favorite sport. I love it how we dribble up and down the court. Right? Illinois, I got Indiana over Illinois today. Oh wait, that's an upset. Right now, Illinois is just losing 31-38. I got Duke over Syracuse today. Duke is looking really good. Oh, that's Monday. Never mind. But that'll be tomorrow's broadcast. Did not see that said Monday. Here, but now tonight, if you watch the NBA All-Star game, which I heard last night, the NBA All-Star dunk contest blew, and I don't know about the three-point contest, but I saw on TikTok and all these other videos on ESPN that people were talking about how bad the slam dunk contest was last night. But tonight, if you want to watch it, at 5 o'clock on Peacock and NBC, they're showing the NBA All-Star game. I probably won't watch it, even though I like sports, because I'm probably watching the USA men's hockey team be watching the Olympics, since that's only 5 times a year, and the NBA All-Star games every year. But let's go back to men's basketball and we'll get to that. I got Rutgers over Maryland. I got Rutgers over Maryland. I got Tulane over UVA. I got FAU over South Florida. I got Cincinnati over Utah. Now we're gonna go to the NBA. And if you're enjoying the NBA All-Star game tonight, it'll be on Peacock at 5 o'clock. So I hope you enjoy it. But I'll be mostly watching the USA or watching NASCAR, which we'll get into after this. I think the team with stripes is going to win it all. I don't know if it's not team stripes, I remember. Now we're going to get talking about NASCAR. I like watching NASCAR. Today's the Daytona 500, the Super Bowl of NASCAR. NASCAR. Drive it really fast. I like her when she drives my NASCAR. Today's the NASCAR Daytona 500 in Daytona, Florida. One of the biggest events in Daytona all year. The biggest Super Bowl event of NASCAR. I don't know. But we'll see. The Daytona 500 is tonight. It's a Super Bowl. The 5 favorites. I think Brad Keselowski is going to win the Daytona 500 tonight. Brad Keselowski is going to win it. Or Bubba Wallace. I like Bubba Wallace. He doesn't win it, but maybe he might win it. That's another name to watch. Or Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon's one of the good 500 drivers too. He's another name to watch. Or Chris Bouchard. Let's hope it's a good NASCAR race and there's no major crashes tonight. And it's a good NASCAR to start off NASCAR. I know a lot of my fans like to watch NASCAR. I like watching NASCAR too. It's a good sport to either take a nap to or just watch. It's a good sport to watch. To see how those cars can keep going real fast around the track without crashing a lot. It's amazing to watch them drive that fast and see how fast they can go and see what happens. But we'll see what happens with the NASCAR. Hopefully there's a good NASCAR race tonight. The people enjoying Daytona and it doesn't rain. It's not too hot in Daytona, Florida today for the race. It's a big event. One of the biggest events in Daytona, besides going to the beach, is watching the NASCAR. And the 500 today. I think Bubba Wallace or Brad Keselowski is going to win. I know I probably butchered the name, but we'll see. Let's hope the USA hockey can win today and watch more Olympics tonight. The Olympics are pretty good right now. It's good to watch all these other countries, even though some of these countries win it and you want the USA to win it. It's nice to watch some of these other countries win it and see some of these people. There's an old guy doing some skiing or something that's like 40 years old or 49 years old for the USA men's team. I think it was snow skiing or snowboarding or something like that. And he's 49. and they asked him if he was going to be back, and he said yes because he loves the sport and he loves what he does. That's the spirit to have. He said that this is the first time he has fun losing. That's the spirit to have. That's a great spirit. Let's hope the USA can continue doing good. Let's hope the USA men's hockey team can come out strong today. I can't wait to watch the next USA women's hockey game. I don't know when that's going to be, but they're looking pretty good this year. They're looking like a team to beat. He might play Canada in the finals. The USA women's hockey team, I don't think has let up a goal all Olympics so far. That's quite impressive. They're looking like a team to beat. Let's hope they can continue winning ways to get gold for the United States. I think they got gold in 2018 was the last time we got gold. So it hasn't been as long for them to get gold as it is for the United States. I'm so glad that they have the United States players playing in hockey. And for some people that don't know, the other NHL players like Evgeny Malkin, he can't play because Russia's banned for PDs or whatever they're banned for. And other players that didn't make the respective rosters of the countries are just sitting at home or maybe practicing. Because right now, the rest of the NHL is on a freeze out, which means no teams are playing and no trades can happen and nobody can get signed anywhere. So it's just basically a break for a whole month. To come back February 23rd when the Olympics are over, and then pretty soon after that, they have it when the NHL trade deadline. But let's hope everybody can stay healthy and no one gets hurt again like happened last night. And let's hope it's no more cheating scandals. And let's hope the Daytona 500 is a well race today. Let's hope the Daytona 500 as well. I think Bubba Wallace is going to win, or Brett Suskowski, or Austin Dillon. Those are my top 3 NASCAR winners. I just hope it's a good race and there's no major crashes or no major setbacks in it. But we'll see. But we will see. Oh yeah, we will see. The USA plays Team Germany today, like I said before. How many people does Germany have on their team? The hell? I wonder how many NHL players Germany has on their team. Let's look it up. There are 9 players on Team Germany that play in the United States hockey in the NHL. Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers. He's pretty good. He might be even recognized from today when the United States plays. He plays the Edmonton Oilers. I know him. Philip Gabar, who plays for the Seattle Kraken. JJ Parkta, who plays for the Utah Mammoth NHL affiliate. So I guess he doesn't play for the Stars. And the Detroit Red Wings, Edmonton Oilers, and Tampa Bay Lightning affiliate. So there's a couple players that play in the NHL, but let's hope the United States can beat them because Canada smashed Germany a couple of days ago, and like the United States, I think Canada and Germany are probably the only 2 teams. I think Canada and Germany are one of the 2 teams that had the whole roster. It has their whole roster stacked with hockey players. I really do think this is the first year that United States hockey can win the whole thing. Because this is one of the first years that they had one of the best stacked teams in quite a while, since they're allowed to use NHL players again and not college players. But Crosby and Connor McDavid are no force to be reckoned with, and they look like they are one of the top teams right now in the Eastern. One of the top teams right now. But we'll see. Hopefully the NBA All-Star game will be better tonight than it was last night. But I've been mostly watching NASCAR or watching the Winter Olympics because that's only 5 times a year, like I said. But yesterday, like I said, the USA looked good. They started off slow, but that one goal from basically going it right into the ice is when they shot it and he lost the goal. But other than that, he looked pretty good besides the other goal he gave up. But Jeremy Swayman looked pretty good, and the USA just needs to get stronger. They had a lot of shots yesterday, and that goaltender at first, in the first 2 periods, was looking really good and was blocking a lot of shots. But the USA needs to come out firing today to show the world that we still belong and could be Canada. Because Canada has been looking really good the last couple of days, and the United States has too. But we'll see what happens. It'll be an interesting game tonight at 3:10 on USA Network or Peacock live streaming. But thank you for watching Stache Sports episode 49. If you have any comments, please leave them below. I think Brad's going to win. I think Dylan's going to win. Or I think Bubba Wallace is going to win the Daytona 500. Or it's going to be a surprise. I hope it's a Ford car or Chevy car that wins it this year, but we'll see. But thank you for watching Stache Sports episode 49.